Campbell Soup Company, doing business as Campbell's, is an American processed food and snack company. The company is most closely associated with its flagship canned soup products. However, through mergers and acquisitions, it has grown to become one of the largest processed food companies in the U.S., with a wide variety of products under its flagship Campbell's brand as well as other brands like Pepperidge Farm, Snyder's of Hanover, V8, and Swanson. Under its brands, Campbell's produces soups and other canned meals, baked goods, beverages, and snacks. It is headquartered in Camden, New Jersey. The classic red and white can design used by many Campbell's branded products has become an American icon, and its use in pop art was typified by Andy Warhol's series of Campbell's soup canned prints. The company was started in 1869 by Joseph Albert Campbell, a fruit merchant from Bridgeton, New Jersey, and Abraham Anderson, an icebox manufacturer from South Jersey. They produced canned tomatoes, vegetables, jellies, soups, condiments, and minced meats. In 1876, Anderson left the partnership and the company became the Joseph Albert Campbell Preserve Company. Anderson's son, Campbell Steelman, split paths with his father and continued to work at Campbell as a creative director, originally designing the Campbell soup cans. Campbell reorganized into Joseph Campbell and Company in 1896. In 1897, John Thompson Dorrance, a nephew of the general manager Arthur Dorrance, began working for the company at a wage of $7.50 a week. Dorrance, a chemist with degrees from MIT and Göttingen University, Germany, developed a commercially viable method for condensing soup by having the quantity of its heaviest ingredient, water. He went on to become president of the company from 1914 to 1930, eventually buying out the Campbell family. In 1898, Herbert and Williams, a Campbell's executive, convinced the company to adopt the carnelian red and bright white color scheme because he was taken by the crisp carnelian red color of the Cornell University football team's uniforms. To this day, the layout of the can, with its red and white design and the metallic bronze metal seal from the 1900 Paris exhibition, has changed very little with the exception of the French phrase on the top of the bronze seal that said Exposition Universelle Internationale, which was changed to the English name of the exhibition as Paris International Exposition. Campbell Soup became one of the largest food companies in the world under the leadership of William Beverly Murphy. He was elected executive vice president of Campbell Soup in 1949 and was president and CEO from 1953 to 1972. While at Campbell Soup Company, he took the corporation public and increased its brand portfolio to include Pepperidge Farm's breads, cookies, and crackers, Franco-American's gravies and pastas, V8 vegetable juices, Swanson broths, and Godiva's chocolates. David Johnson was president and CEO from 1990 until 1997. Campbell Soup has invested heavily in advertising since its inception, and many artifacts of its promotional campaigns have proven valuable in the Americana collectible advertising market. Perhaps best known are the Campbell's Kids, designed by illustrator Grace Drayton. Ronald Reagan was a spokesman for V8 when Campbell's acquired the brand in 1948. In addition to collectible advertising, the company has had notable commercial sponsorships. Among these was Orson Welles' The Campbell Playhouse, which had previously been the Mercury Theater on the air. After the program's adaptation of The War of the Worlds became a sensation for accidentally starting a mass panic due to its realism, Campbell took over as sponsor of the radio theater program in December 1938. The shutdown of Campbell's original plant in Camden, New Jersey, Plant No. 1, was announced in 1989, with production ending the night of March 1, 1991. The plant was officially closed the following day. The plant was demolished on November 1, 1991. Plants in Pocomoke City, Maryland, Crisfield, Maryland, and Smyrna, Tennessee also shut down. Plant No. 2, originally a tomato processing plant, shut down in 1980. It was responsible for about 35% of all Campbell's products in the 1950s. Products included pork and beans, tomato juice, V8 vegetable juice, Franco-American spaghetti, macaroni and cheese, and soups, notably, lean with bacon, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, and cream of asparagus. A total of 2,800 jobs were lost, 940 to 1,000 of those jobs from the Camden plant. Campbell agreed to give workers 1 week's payment for each year of employment as well as paying in full for 6 months of medical benefits and paying half the cost for another 6 months. Salaried workers received 1 week's pay for each year of employment. Production was moved to plants in Napoleon, Ohio, Paris, Texas, and Maxton, North Carolina. In the UK and Ireland, Campbell Soup was rebranded as Bachelor's Condensed Soup, UK and Erin, Ireland, in March 2008, when the license to use the brand name expired. Premier Foods, St. Albans, Hertfordshire bought the Campbell Soup Company in the UK and Ireland for £450 million, $830 million in 2006, but was licensed to use the brand only until 2008. Under this agreement, the U.S.-based Campbell Soup Company continued to produce Campbell's condensed soup but could not sell the product in the UK for a further 5 years. Campbell's continues to be a major part of Camden, regularly participating in charity events in the community. In 2009, Campbell's completed the construction of a new and expanded headquarters in the city. In January 2010, Campbell's Canadian subsidiary began selling a line of soups that are certified by the Islamic Society of North America as being halal, prepared in accordance with Islamic law. Although Campbell does not have any plans to sell its halal soups in the United States, the move has drawn criticism from anti-Muslim critics in the United States. Several bloggers called for a boycott of the company, but Campbell's spokesman John Faulkner stated at the time that the company did not notice any effect on its sales as a result. In November 2007, Campbell's Soup sold Godiva to Yildiz Holding. In July 2011, Campbell's Soup decided to once again sell its product in the UK after being absent since 2008. Symington's began manufacturing the brand under license. The new lineup comprised 12 cup soups, 5 simmer soups, designed to be cooked in a pot of water, 4 savory rice lines, and 4 savory pasta and sauce packets. The new range were not sold in cans, but instead in packets and boxes. Later in 2011, the canned varieties also returned to supermarket shelves with refreshed labels and new lines. In 2012, Campbell announced plans to buy Bolthouse Farms, a maker of juices, salad dressings and baby carrots, for $1.55 billion. Analysts saw this as an attempt to reach younger, more affluent consumers. From 2012, Campbell Soup has been focused on updating their image and digital marketing to increase visibility among younger generations. They hired Yumeng Shah to lead global social and digital marketing. He led record social engagement campaigns including #Declare Recess and #Big50. In June 2013, Campbell acquired the Danish multinational baked goods company Kelsen Group for an undisclosed amount. Kelsen has an 85-country distribution network and is seen as providing Campbell with opportunities for international expansion, particularly into China and other Asian markets. In June 2015, Campbell Soup acquired salsa maker Garden Fresh Gourmet for $231 million as it looked to expand into the fresh and organic packaged foods business. In December 2017, Campbell's completed the acquisition of Pacific Foods of Oregon, LLC, for $700 million and announced the agreement to acquire the snack company Snyder's Lance for $4.87 billion in cash. The latter deal is the largest in the company's history. The company announced in January 2018 that their only Canadian factory in Toronto would close. Production would shift to 3 existing facilities within the U.S. It was reported that the expected loss of jobs as a result of the closing would be 380. Denise Morrison served as the company's president and CEO from 2011 through 2018. On December 21, 2018, Mark Clouse, former CEO of Pinnacle Foods, was named the next Campbell CEO, effective January 22, 2019. having sold over $450 million a year worth of chunky soup. From 2004 to 2017, Campbell asked for a trademark on chunky, which was approved in 2019. In July 2019, Campbell agreed to sell its stake in the Swanson Group for $300 million to a subsidiary Ferrero Spa, with a transfer to be completed in 2020. In 1962, artist Andy Warhol took the familiar look of the Campbell soup can and integrated it into a series of pop art silkscreens, a theme he would return to off and on through the 1960s and 1970s. The first batch, in 1962, were a series of 32 canvases. At first, the cans were accurate representations of actual Campbell's cans, but as this series progressed, they became more surrealistic, with Warhol experimenting with negative reverse color schemes and other varied techniques, many of these which would be used on other Warhol paintings of the period, such as his celebrity silkscreens of the 1960s. The silkscreens themselves have become iconic pieces of pop art, with one in particular, small torn Campbell soup can, Pepper Pot, 1962, commanding a price of $11.8 million at auction in 2006.
Hold me, warm me, won't you comfort me, hug me, it makes me feel so good.
Life is full of good reasons to give someone a warm hug.
A warm hug from Campbell's. Good.
There's one thing that Pete would just as soon eat every day of his life. He really goes for those noodles, so I give him the Campbell life. Pete's idea of the perfect lunch is any lunch with Campbell's chicken noodle soup. There's lots of chickeny flavor and little round noodles for him, but not a lot of work for me.
That's noodle okay.
Give me the Campbell life.
New from Campbell, home-style chicken noodle soup with an authentic home-style taste because it's made like you'd make it yourself, with tender pieces of chicken, garnished with carrots, celery, and parsley, and lots of little enriched noodles, all subtly seasoned in a rich broth. And if beef's more your style, Campbell has a new home-style beef noodle soup. Home-style soups, down home, delicious and different.
Campbell's soup is good food.
As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's.
Slurping noodles, fun to eat. Bite-sized chicken can't be beat. Campbell's chicken noodle possibilities. Grilled cheese makes a perfect pair. Dunkin' swirling everywhere. Campbell's tomato soup possibilities. Chicken noodle here, tomato for me. But on Campbell's we both agree. Campbell's, good possibilities.
What shape are your kids in? Campbell's Kids Soups add a unique natural sea salt for a healthy level of sodium and no artificial flavors. They're a healthy lunch choice you can both feel great about.
So many, many reasons it's so good.
How are you getting to a happier place? Running there? Dancing there? Flying there? How about eating soup to get there? Delicious Campbell soups fill you with good nutrition, energy, farm-grown ingredients, and can help you keep a healthy weight, helping you get to a happier place. Have a nice trip. Campbell's, it's amazing what soup can do.
मेरा नाम क्रिश है, मैं नया हूँ.
No entiendo. Wookie?
Campbell's new Star Wars soups, made for real life.
Many canned soups, including Campbell's, condensed and chunky varieties, contain relatively high quantities of sodium and thus are not desirable for those on low-sodium diets. However, Campbell's chunky, healthy request and other soups, as well as their V8 and tomato juices, are claimed by Campbell's to contain reduced sodium levels. In fall 2007, Campbell's was awarded a Certificate of Excellence for their efforts in lowering sodium levels from Blood Pressure Canada. By autumn 2009, Campbell's claimed it had lowered the sodium content in 50% of its soups range. In March 2010, this claim was challenged. ABC News reported that the low-sodium variety of Campbell's soup in fact contains the same amount of sodium as the regular variety, and that Campbell's Healthy Request soup contains more fat than the regular variety. In December 2009, Consumer Reports found that major canned food companies including Campbell's Soup had 10 products, which had bisphenol VPA levels over 100 parts per billion. In some cases, the testing revealed that just one serving of canned food would exceed an expert's recommendation for daily exposure, 0.2 micrograms per kilogram body weight per day. In July 2011, citing sinking sales and a combination of consumer views and choices, and having found no connection between sodium consumption and negative health outcomes, they increased the salt contents again. Throughout 2012, Campbell's contributed $500,000 to a $46 million political campaign known as the Coalition Against the Costly Food Labeling Proposition, sponsored by farmers and food producers. This organization was set up to oppose a citizens' initiative known as Proposition 37, demanding mandatory labeling of foods containing genetically modified ingredients sold in California. In January 2016, the company decided to support mandatory labeling and announced they would label their products that contain GMO additives. Campbell's owns numerous brands that it markets worldwide. Among these are the company's flagship brand, and the Campbell's name is used to market soups, sauces, and canned meals. Product lines under the Campbell's brand include concentrated soups that are usually diluted with water or milk before eating, Campbell's condensed soups, and Campbell's Healthy Request. Ready-to-eat soups that do not need additional water, Campbell's Chunky Max, Campbell's Home Style, Campbell's Soup on the Go, Campbell's Slow Kettle Style, and Campbell's Well Yes. And other products are include Campbell's Pork and Beans, Campbell's Spaghetti, Campbell's SpaghettiOs, Campbell's Ready Meals, Campbell's Sauces, Campbell's Tomato Juice, and V8 Vegetable Juice. An American baked goods company founded in 1937, it was acquired by Campbell in 1961. The Pepperidge Farm brand is used by Campbell's to market breads are sandwich breads, swirl breads, Pepperidge Farm London rolls, farmhouse breads, bagels, stuffing, and ex-Canis breads. Crackers are goldfish crackers, harvest wheat, classic water, and golden butter. Cookies are Milano, farmhouse, chunk, distinctive, and pirouette. And desserts are puff pastry, layer cakes, and turnovers. An American salsa company founded in 1947, it was acquired by Campbell in 1995. The Taste brand is used by Campbell's to market salsa and picante sauce. Swanson are broth, TV dinners and frozen meals made by Pinnacle Foods under license, and canned chicken. Prego are pasta sauces. Snyder's Lance are Lance crackers and cookies, Snyder's of Hanover pretzels, Cape Cod potato chips, kettle potato chips, and Snack Factory pretzel chips. Late July Snacks is a subsidiary of the Campbell Soup Company, acquired in the Snyder's Lance acquisition in early 2018. Snyder's Lance had boosted their ownership stake in Late July Snacks to 80% in 2014. Campbell's in the U.S. plants are Camden, New Jersey, world headquarters, non-manufacturing, Maxton, North Carolina, opened 1978, Napoleon, Ohio, Paris, Texas, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Everett, Washington, and Sacramento, California. Campbell's in the internationally countries are Toronto, Canada, opened 1930, in St. Mary's, Ontario, closure announced in 2018, Shepparton, Victoria, Australia, Lubeck, Germany, Selangor, Malaysia, Queensland, Great Britain, opened 1959, closed 2007, site demolished 2012, Jakarta, Indonesia, as PP Arnott's Indonesia, Bride, Denmark, a North Need, Denmark.